Holy. Finally home after a long walk. It was crazy. Today, August 10th, my friends and I went on a crazy journey to Niagara Falls to raise money for kids and families in our community. Let me just paint the perspective for you for how crazy this actually is. The goal is to walk from Toronto, Canada, all the way to Niagara Falls, United States. The journey consists of over 100,000 steps walked, 134 kilometers traveled, and around 31 hours of travel time. But instead of just talking about the journey, I'm gonna actually show you how it went from my perspective. All right, so here we go. You already know, 1:55 a.m. Galaxy Watch 4 Classic on my right hand, and then Galaxy Watch Ultra on my left. Let's get it. All right, so here I am leaving the house and I'm starting the workout on both of the watches, and I'm gonna leave the workout running the whole time that I have the watches on my wrist. So you already know, just arrived at Yorkdale to meet up with the rest of the mandem, and I'm about to get this walk started. I already walked for like over 1 kilometer, so about to go crazy. Who's that? Mandem. You already know, content creator Trey. Who's that, Trey?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We out here going to walk from Yorkdale Mall, Toronto, Ontario, all the way to USA. Fundraising $25,000 for kids in need for back to school. So if you want to support,
Links in the description, you'll find them.
And yeah, let's get to it. We have 5 people here today. We're all gonna,
Let's go.
we're all ready, locked in, focus, and let's get it started. Thank y'all. Let's go.
This guy's wearing the vest too, weighted vest. These Mon Douglas.
25,000. Easy work, baby. Easy.
That's crazy. If I wore that, I would have died still. And so this is the beginning of our walk. We started at Yorkdale in Toronto, Ontario, and we made our way down the city streets. So we passed Eglinton West, Egg West. We passed St. Clair West, and we just kept walking until we hit Lakeshore. At this point in the walk, we were actually bodying it and putting in bare work, and it wasn't that rough for any of us, so we were just going hard. All right, so been walking for 2 hours, 23 minutes. I'm at 11.83 kilometers, 15,000 steps, almost 16,000. You might have noticed by now, but I've been switching between the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Z Fold 6 with the cameras. So let me know which phone you think did better overall in terms of the camera performance. Yeah, you already know I had to bust out the snacks. I had the fruit to go just to, get my calories up and give myself some energy and stuff like that. And then right before we got to Lakeshore, we ended up walking through some dark forest. It was pretty crazy, super dark. I even saw a cabin in the woods. I don't know what it was for. It was too dark to see. Lakeshore, let's go. We got to the boardwalk and it was tough. You could see the view of the city. It looked very beautiful. We took our pictures and videos and stuff. Look at our city, bro. Super tough. All right, you already know we are here on the boardwalk. This is probably our first major stop, I think. Man, them are out here by the water. It's tough. You can't really see it on the camera, but I'm gonna take some pics. 2 hours, 39 minutes. 13.21 kilometers, 17,439 steps on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. The Watch 4 Classic, 2 hours, 51 minutes, 14 kilometers, 18,818 steps, 129 heart rate. And of course, towards Mississauga, we're gonna end up walking on the Humber Bay Bridge, and it was definitely a cool experience at nighttime. And you already know, as we were walking away, I had to keep looking back and taking pictures. It just looked super tough. Like, we're moving like tourists because, we don't often go downtown or to Lakeshore to see the city like this. We don't often come and see the skyline. So yeah, it was just a really fun and tough experience to see that. One cool thing that actually happened to us was we ran into a guy who was like working on construction or whatever, and he was just talking to us, and he found out what we were doing, and then he recognized Trey and was like, yo, that's pretty sick, and then he was encouraging us. So that was a super tough moment right there.
I wish you guys safe travels, man. Best of luck, and you know what, just do that for the charity, man, for the cause, you know what I mean?
Respect.
All right, it's all love though.
Yeah, thank you. After that, we kept it rolling, and we're reaching the edge of Toronto, or kind of. It definitely goes on for a little bit longer than it might seem. We're definitely walking towards exiting Toronto and heading to Saga. All right, before the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic dies, I'm gonna do a last check-in because it's gonna die soon. It's at like 4%, and as you can see, it's at damn. So Galaxy Watch 4 Classic recorded for 3 hours, 45 minutes, 18.57 kilometers, 24,715 steps, and a heart rate of 118 right now. Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, the base model, the smallest one, is lasting around probably like 4 hours of, just a straight walk. I put it into parasailing mode around 22% just to keep it alive a little bit longer. So if you don't do that, it might die a little bit faster than that. Now the Galaxy Watch Ultra, it recorded 3 hours, 18 minutes. So there was a discrepancy. It was actually paused for a little bit at one point, but 16.39 kilometers, 21,847 steps, heart rate of 112 right now. If the Watch Ultra wasn't paused, it probably would be around the same numbers as the 4 Classic. In terms of battery life, we've been walking for around like 19 kilometers and it is at 76%. I started at 100% when I left my home. The Galaxy Watch Ultra seems like it's doing all right. 20,000 kilometers and it only lost 14%. However, I did just turn off the always on display just to save a little bit more battery because I don't really need the always on display in this long walk. It's gonna be 100 kilometers plus. Yeah, I turned it off, but so far it seems like it's doing all right. But the Watch 4 is about to tap out, so that's where it ends the race. I think it did a decent job for, everyday users. It's not bad. Mans were marved. So what can I say? I made us hit up McDonald's. Mans had to use the washroom anyways, but I had to hit up McDonald's. I grabbed that McGriddle with no meat, just the egg and cheese on the McGriddle bun, and then a vanilla chai frap, and that was enough to keep me rolling for the next couple hours, and it was blessed. So you already know all I can say. Galaxy Watch 4 Classic is finally tapped out, and let's take a look at the stats. All right, so the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic made it to 30,000 steps, 24 kilometers walked, and it seems like it died around 7 a.m. So yeah, it lasted around, a good 4 or 5 hours. So it's not bad for the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. But the Ultra, still going strong. 4 hours walking, almost 20 kilometers. And the battery life is at 71%. So this watch is still going pretty good. And yeah, we still have a lot more to go, around like 100 and something kilometers to walk. Check back in later. Oakville. Yeah, made the Saga, you already know what it is. The Ultra. Look at this influencer Trey. This guy doing out there. 30,000 steps, 28 kilometers, 5 hours and 46 minutes. A little bit longer than that because it's watch pause, but came to Dollarama to get some insoles because my feet are done. Don't tell no one. About like 6 hours into the walk, came to Dollarama in like the edge of Mississauga. Hold on, let me restart that. All right, I got you a different angle now. All right, you already know we are about like 6 hours into the walk. I picked up some stuff. Of course, I gotta get the Skittles. I know it's bad for me, but I deserve a snack because I've been putting in work. Then I got some soles. Copped a Gatorade for some energy. Almost at the promised land. Sign is right there for Oakville. Working hard, bro. My feet are bust up. My feet, tied my sock underneath it to give it some arch. I'm mosh up right now, but we're going. These guys are leaving me. Can't even keep up. You already know, we just arrived. We just arrived at Oakville. Crazy walk. Galaxy Watch Ultra is saying 34.6 kilometers, 48,000 steps, 7 hours, 26 minutes of walking, 98 heart rate right now. There's a caveat though, the auto pause feature, it keeps on giving me trouble and it keeps on pausing even though I'm walking. So I have slightly more steps to this. I'm probably at 50,000 to be honest right now. But yeah, it's all right. Battery life is at 41%. This is with always on display turned off since around like 70 something percent. So it's doing decent. I don't know if it's gonna survive the whole walk though. I still got like 20 something more hours. So the iPhone 15 Pro Max was actually tracking the steps the whole time as well. And that was kind of like a backup step counter to just see the consistency between all the devices. And if my watches die, I have something that's keeping track as well. So it was 51,217 steps compared to the number that the Galaxy Watch Ultra had at the time. The 4 Classic is dead. The premium features of the Galaxy, you can see fold series. Take a picture of the unit. I'm about to hop in that right now. Are you guys 10 seconds? I don't know if you noticed, but at this point, they were leaving me behind. And here is where things kind of took a negative turn for me. The views were nice. There was a lot of good sights to see, but man, I was limping. I was limping hard, bro. As time progressed in Oakville, it got worse and worse and worse. I tried different things, but as you'll see, it just wasn't working out. This guy, bro, I need that strength. I need that energy, because right now I don't have that. Look at my foot. This energy king was always at the front. This guy's leaving us in the dust, and we're just trying to catch up. But the other guy started leaving me in the dust too. Like, I just wasn't able to keep up with the mandem. I was falling out the pack. And then the gap between us just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually, I was really out here suffering. My left foot, it's not even that it was super painful. It's that it just was refusing to work. My shin was hurting. The top of my foot was hurting. The arch of my left foot was hurting. And yeah, I was just refusing to work, bro. I was giving out. Tried my best to keep up with them. And I caught up to them a couple times, but Eventually, as you see here, I'm lost in the wilderness by myself. I was on my ones for a long time. You already know when you're in trouble, you gotta pull out the snacks and just yam that so that you can keep your energy levels up. Who's that? Trafalgar Law? One of the toughest characters in One Piece. Trafalgar Law. And now we see a ship rudder, I believe. Oh, they finally caught up to these guys. The gap was so bad that when I finally arrived to where they were, these guys were actually waiting for me this time. They started clapping because it was a celebration, like I finally made it. 9 hours in, 58,000 steps, 41 kilometers, heart rate of 118 right now. And the Galaxy Watch Ultra is at 25%, so it's slowly getting dwindled down, but it's kind of impressive that it lasted 9 hours. One charge. I haven't charged it at all because I forgot my charger. All right, got bandaged up at the Going Merry. Yeah, we got a lot more to do. All right, I had to make a stop at Shoppers Drug Mart in Oakville to get myself some Advil and, you know, some BioFreeze to spray on my shin. And yeah, I'm not giving up, man. I'm not giving up. I'm trying to complete this walk. The other guys kind of left me, but it's all good. We out here. Strength of the Lord. All right, what's good, everyone? I am here at Oakville, you know, kind of like towards the middle of the end, heading towards Burlington. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to finish this walk to Niagara Falls. And it's not because I gave up. It's not because I didn't believe or I couldn't. Technically, I couldn't, but like, it's literally because I can't walk on my left foot anymore. I tried everything. I wrapped it up with some compression. I used my sock to give the arch of my foot, you know, a little bit more arch, and that helped for a little bit. But eventually my leg literally stopped working. It started giving out as I walked. So I think it's time to call it quits. And like I said, it's not me giving up. I literally just filmed. I went to Shoppers, talked to the pharmacist. She was very nice. You know, she recommended, you know, Advil, BioFreeze and stuff like that to help. And I tried it, didn't work. My legs started giving up. And I literally just recorded a video saying, I'm not giving up, bro. I'm not giving up. You know, strength of God. And I'm not giving up, but my leg is giving up. And, you know, sometimes God allows certain things to happen for a reason. You know, I guess this is just not my year for this kind of walk. At the end of the day, we did this for charity, for the kids in the community, Lawrence Heights. So God willing, people will donate to that, even if like I didn't finish the race and other people who didn't finish the race. But hopefully my boys make it to Niagara. And yeah, man. But I'm a little bent that these guys left me, you know. They didn't want to walk at my pace. And I understand it, it's a long walk. Well, I'm kind of bent. I could have limped there all the way to Niagara. I was so determined, bro. I had the ability to keep going. Like, I'm literally not tired. I have energy. Like, you know, I have a lot of energy, but my leg is just giving up. I can't walk at the same speed as them. I can barely even walk, to be honest. And I'm willing to limp to Niagara, even if it takes 2 more days. Like, they're so far ahead that it doesn't even make sense for me to keep going or trying, because I won't be able to catch up with them. And I'm not concerned about right now. But when it gets dark, that's when it's dangerous. You know, I don't want to be on my ones outside in the dark, some strange places like Burlington, Oakville, you know, St. Catharines, Hamilton. Like, I don't know these ends, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be out here by myself. And I know these guys are not really trying to wait. It'll take me a really long time to catch up to them at this point. So yeah, it's just not gonna work. I gotta listen to my body and, you know, just take the L, go home, recover, and train up maybe for next year, 2025, if we do some kind of walk like this again. I truly believe I can make it. It's literally just my body is not prepared. I'm not ready for it. Like, literally, I was a couch potato dealing with my daughter. She's 1 year old now, and then I jumped into something extreme like this. So maybe that was my fault at the end of the day. But I'm still happy that I tried it though. Shout out to Trey for, you know, inviting mans and, you know, pushing mans and always encouraging mans to go hard and step outside the comfort zone. Shout out to him. Appreciate that for sure. It's unfortunate I can't make it, but I really tried my best, you know. I tried as hard as I can. So if you guys are watching this, keep going, bro. Bring home the gold medal for us. This is our Olympics right here. This is Lawrence Heights Olympics. Bring home that gold medal for these kids. Need the school supplies and all the different things, support these families in this low-income neighborhood, you know, where we came from. That's what it's about, giving back. So yeah, and I also just thank God for the opportunity. The fact that my body carried me all the way here, you know, over 60,000 steps, over 9 hours of walking, 43 kilometers or something like that, like maybe around like 45. The fact that my body carried me here and I was not prepared at all, did not train. I didn't even sleep last night. Well, maybe that has to do with my dirt. But yeah, I still made it this far. So I truly am thankful to God. And yeah, I'm literally on the ground out here, some random spot in Oakville, about to catch an Uber and go back home. And then I started saying, like, if you're watching this video, if you watch all the way to this point, to the end, then I appreciate you a lot. And I really do. Here, I'm basically saying that the Uber is going to be $60, and it's just unfortunate that, you know, I got to pay that. But luckily, though, Trey is going to cover it. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to catch the Uber and go home. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to finish the race. I really wanted to go, but like I said in the video, my left leg was giving out, and it wouldn't make sense for me to keep going. So here's me just being sad boy, looking out the window like, damn, bro, I didn't make it. But at least I walked over 60,000 steps and over 43 kilometers and around 10 hours of travel time. So I walked a good distance. I put in bare work from 2 a.m. to this point where I'm leaving. It was a journey for sure. It was a real mission, and I dug it out. And then I got home. When I got out of the Uber, my legs were destroyed, bro. This is probably like some of the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Like I could barely move. The Uber guy is probably like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? So I got out and I'm just here limping into the building, get up to my apartment, and bro, I can't even take off my shoes. Like my feet just hurt so much. I'm struggling, and then I end up on the ground,
Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm here, I couldn't even fully get into my house. I'm out here on the ground in front of the door.
This was a really good experience, and I'm sad that I didn't get to make it all the way to Niagara Falls. By the time you're watching this, the other man them might have made it to Niagara Falls already, so congratulations to them. And yes, it was a cool experience, and I really pushed myself to higher limits. And hopefully, if we do this again, I will be more prepared, have better shoes, and maybe even carry less. I carried like 3 portable chargers, to help other people, and most guys had their own portable chargers. So less chargers, less phones. I carried 3 phones on me, and I was weighing down my bag with the water bottles and all that. So I'll be more prepared next time and more in shape, hopefully, God willing. But anyways, the whole point of this walk was to raise money for the community, for the kids. So if you would like to donate to the cause, if you were inspired by this video, then please do so. The link is in the description in this video, and you can follow at MiSoBlack, MIISO Black, on TikTok and Instagram for more information and for updates on the campaign and the walk to see if they actually made it to Niagara Falls. But that's the video. We are out. Peace. Don't know. Thanks for watching.